Well, it has been less than 24 hours that the opposition named its alliance I.N.D.I.A, the acronym India, and sources are now suggesting that Nitish Kumar is not very satisfied with the reasons that were provided and has raised his reservations to the name. Furthermore, Nitish Kumar has been reported to be the first one to leave and did not wait for the news briefing to be over. However, downplaying the rift reports, the Congress has said that Nitish left as he was running late. So what we are given to understand is that Nitish Kumar, who was the first person who actually came up with this idea of opposition alliance, the meeting of the alliance, remember, was first held in Patna, seems opposed to the name. Let's go across to Aishwarya Kapoor, our political editor. Aishwarya, good morning. Aishwarya, it does appear at the moment that, even before this alliance is taken off, there may be rifts within over the name.
Well, absolutely. And at this point of time, we have been clearly told that he raised it in the open meeting of the opposition yesterday itself, but his reservations were not taken into account. And that was one of the major reasons that he left prior to the press conference. Yes, the majority was in favor of the new name, that is I.N.D.I.A, that stands for India. That is also naming it after the country. But we've seen earlier as well, people trying to rename their organizations, people trying to rename their brand with the country, but it doesn't work out for them because it is basically what you stand for, and that is what Nitish Kumar very openly said, according to our sources, in that meeting itself. And he raised that counter, if you could say so, or his reservations on this name of the opposition. But once again, we are being clearly told that his reservations were not heard. And the opposition, which was in majority with this name, went ahead. And hence, we are being told that not only Nitish, but also Lalu Prasad Yadav left prior to the press conference because he was also somewhere or the other of the same view, that of Nitish Kumar, that there could be a better name, or rather they felt that the BJP or the N.D.A will be able to oppose them and will be able to take that message that they are trying to take the name of the country because there is no other better name. So they were all reservations which were there in the mind of Nitish Kumar. It would have been better, politically speaking, if they would have discussed it in the meeting itself. But nevertheless, we've seen this prior as well. After the last meeting, we saw what happened with the NCP. This time around, we are being told that it is Nitish Kumar, who not only left prior, but made his reservations open. They heard in the meeting itself, but there was no change, and hence he left prior.
Right, Aishwarya, now is this seeming like a case of, senior leaders feeling miffed because with this alliance, there are several of these state stalwarts, who might think that since they took the lead, obviously they're the ones who deserve more credit. Is that also perhaps one of the problems that is already facing this alliance?
Well, Nupur, this is just the beginning, where you have Nitish Kumar, Akhilesh Yadav, Mamata Banerjee, and then Arvind Kejriwal for the starters. They all want to be Prime Minister. And at the end of the day, that's why we've been asking from day one, who's your leader? They were not able to select a convener in yesterday's meeting. They have been postponing it from the first to the second and now from the second to the third. And I'm sure with the lineup they have, once again I repeat, with Nitish Kumar, Mamata Banerjee, Akhilesh Yadav, Lalu Prasad Yadav, Arvind Kejriwal, just for the starters, I'm not naming the other 20. All of them, the one thing which is common between them is not their agenda, not their ideology. It is their dream to be the Prime Minister. It is their dream to be the leader of this clan. And hence everyone is gunning against each other. But the only thing which is getting them together is the fear of Modi and to defeat the BJP. But will they be able to do it without choosing a leader? No. And hence we say it's going to be a difficult task. No both.
Right, absolutely. Aishwarya, thank you for joining us. As Aishwarya is pointing out, obviously, there will be a large number of these rivalries that are going to play out in this opposition alliance, which has been deftly named India. We are also going to try and go across to Harsha, who's reporting on this from New Delhi in just a bit. Now, do remember that even as this happens, the N.D.A had a meeting yesterday, and the Prime Minister, of course, addressed all the leaders of the N.D.A and did take the debate to the opposition camp in terms of the issue of corruption.